I forgot today was a Roblox video. On the contrary, I highly suggest this book. What's going on, guys? My name's Anthony, or Big B Stats, and today we're gonna be checking out the library in Roblox. So we've made it to the library, which it's library 2020. So this is gonna be very interesting. So as you can see, there's the world back there. I can show you the world. Okay, I don't want to skip in line at least, but there's the receptionist. Maybe they're talking about a book, or maybe they're in trouble because there's a book that they didn't return. That could also be the case as well. But it looks like they're also a visitor too. They have current books, almost 1,500 books in the library. Oh my goodness. I think we can talk to them too. So welcome to Roblox Library 2019. But sir, I thought it was 2020. Okay, I have some questions about the library. What is this place? How do I have a group? Can I write my own books? Goodbye. So I have some questions about this library. Can you help me out? Check out the reception desk for our books, which can answer your questions. Wait, aren't you the receptionist though? Wait, what? Okay. What is this place? This place is a library built by Clan Drone, which is completely player driven. Expand your knowledge. This is pretty cool. So I think you can also write a book as well. This is awesome. Like, there should be more games like this to also help people. And as far as like knowledge, you know, knowledge. All right, can I write my own books? Yes, you can. Check out the library. About shelf to learn more. Really cool. Okay, this, you know what? You've been nothing but great. Thank you. All right, here we go. So they got some books here. They have some books here. So there's Learn, and there's a massive multiversal publishing library. Okay, let's first check it. Okay, I guess this is what this is. So they have some history here, which we can see. So Roblox in 2012. We can see the birth of Roblox. Shall we check out the birth of Roblox, just in case you don't know? So this is by Architect of Things, the birth of Roblox. So let's open this up. So 2006 to half of 2007. So, author's note, this book is about the early history of Roblox from the very beginning. So, here we go. So, in the beginning, there was an empty darkness. The only thing in this void was a black brick. 2 by 2. 2 by 2 was the alpha brick, the first. Copied, pasted, and recolored a million times. Robloxia was built out of nothing from images of 2 by 2. Those were the early days. In chapter 1, 2006, we have 2006, the year Roblox officially started its public alpha. It didn't have many users at the time compared to now, but back then it was somewhat fast growing. On December 11, 2006, the 10,000 user joined Roblox. This user was Destroyman. The Roblox admins wanted to give him a reward, but they had nothing at the time to give because hats and shirts haven't existed yet. Within the first badges were the Homestead, Bricksmith, Friendship, Combat Initiation, Warrior, and Bloxer badge. Sadly, only 2 of those are still in use today. Chapter 2, January 2017. 2007, not 17. Definitely not 17, 7. Roblox began to add combat rankings, which helped when Roblox was able to keep track of players. The combat rankings were rankings posted on the Roblox blog, which displayed who had the most kills. On January 9th, Roblox announced a lot of things. Those things included the Roblox admin badge, PM notifications, message history, rankings, and a few bug fixes. Another game-changing feature that happened to Roblox added animations. Although they began animations, the /E commands didn't get added, I'm assuming, to a few days later. The admins announced that they would be working on character customization. Later on, official place building contests began. These contests usually had a theme, and people would build for that theme. The first contest that added was Homestead Furniture Contest. Each user entered having a built furniture, and the winners will have their model placed in the official Roblox set. They announced this update with the title, "There is no I in team." Wait, the picture quote saying, "A few harmless flakes working together can unleash an avalanche of destruction." Is there anything here? There's more books here about April 2007. This is really cool. This is actually awesome here. So the fact that, you can do your history on Roblox if you want. This is amazing. That was definitely some things in there that I did not know. I'll definitely come back and read that for sure. But let's go ahead and check out the sections in here too. So here is this is just the learning category. So if you want to learn something here, here's the money/economy section. So if you want to get yourself some Robux, learn about that. The currency exchange, a comprehensive guide and analysis. So this book will help you with the United Currency Traders, etc., etc. So they have an introduction here, also the limit order as well. The price of the market is called the rate, which is simply calculated and divided the number of tickets being traded in Robux being traded. Okay, yeah, so this teaches you a lot of things about that. We also have books on people here. So A Noob's Guide to the Forums, Chapter 3, A Guide Avoid Phishing, that looks like Exploiters 101. What else do they have? Noob's Guide to Roblox, Scammers. There's books again on people, but what I really want to do is I want to find some scary books. So I want to see if there's some scary books in here at all. There's also some books talking about legend as well. They got like famous Roblox hackers here too. What else? The Face Mystery. Okay, the Face Mystery. Fair enough. What is there anything else here? Scams, why people hate noobs. I actually want to read, I want to see why people hate noobs. So this is by Manimals Rock. So here we go. Why noobs are hated. So noobs, almost every game has them. Guests and beginners. These ordinary people just want to play Roblox as much as we do, but for some reason, we hate them. These people are people who can be just as good as you, but because their character, name, color, skill, we don't like them. If you think about it, it's kind of racist in a way. I love this book. Is amazing, by the way, already. I thought this was going to be a book kind of bashing noobs. This is amazing. I like this. Today, I'm going to talk about why we hate them and why we shouldn't. Let's talk about guests. These are players who A, couldn't make an account, or B, too lazy to. I've done that before. I was too lazy to make an account, but I did. Okay. All right. These people can also be really good at Roblox, and due to their white collar and normal black shirts, we can't. They use their skill. There are expectations. There are exceptions though. Why did I say expectations? There are exceptions though, like the ones who just troll others and run around like a chicken with no head. Next, we have the people with an account, but the default shirts and hair. The reason why people hate them is because these people decide to keep their money to spend on things that aren't in-game currency. These people aren't bad. They just join, or they don't buy stuff because they like their money. Now that we know why we hate them, let's talk about why we shouldn't hate them. These noobs are people like you and I. Wait, they have souls and beating hearts. Okay, and to be mean to them that they are guests or have baking hair is stupid because a video game appearance isn't what we look like in real life. That's unless you make a character that kind of looks like you in real life. Like I've done some things like that. But would you want to be one behind the keyboard with messages saying you look so bad? Get some Robux, noob. And the sad part is we have all been there. We have all been noobs, and we're all making fun of our past selves. Share this book, hashtag Stop Noob Abuse 2017. Together we can say that was fantastic of a book. Great job on that, Manimals. That was very good to read. That was a good read. I like that a lot. All right, there's Bloxy Cola, some history on that. Here's also some comedy books too. Animal jokes. Okay. What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. What do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk. Okay, that's some pretty cool jokes there. All right, let's back out of that. There's also some more over here. I always can never find the closed book thing. 6 a.m. Why Gravity should be canceled on? Huh? The Wizard Clan. Some more comedy over here as well. But again, I want to find some scary horror. We've actually found the horror section, ladies and gentlemen. Time to read the world's scariest book in this library, all right? All right, here we go. Ring Around the Rosie, The Hoax. The Legend of the Swamp Man. Okay, we got Glitch over there. The Thinker. 13 Stories to Scare You. Oh my goodness. What's over here? Nightmares. A Rainy Day. Okay, The Night of Terror. This must be the scariest book ever, okay? This was actually written in 2016, so it must be real, and it's gonna be terrifying. Plus, we're in the library. This book might scare you, so be around a lot of people if you're easily scared. Okay, here we go. By myself, with my thoughts, still alone. Almost. Lightning split the night sky without a sound, illuminating the skeletal trees outside. The old Victorian house shook to its very foundations once the peal of thunder rumbled hatefully across the shimmering, temptatious lake. Illuminated also were the figures at the window staring in at me. I suppose they were staring. It was hard to tell. since they never appear to have eyes. I saw someone in this library with no eyes, by the way. They had no face. It was scary. Anyway, from inside a blurry detached tunnel vision, I saw my trembling hand reach for a nearly empty decanter of scotch on the living room table. A dribble of the amber liquid spilled onto the table, vanishing without a trace. I could smell ozone in the room, overpowering the scent of age and mildew. The atmosphere was definitely electrically charged. And it wasn't only a result of the storm. One thing about it, you can't drink away these visions. I've tried. Awake for going on 60 hours. Oh my goodness. Hallucinations would be a given. But these apparitions are real. Too real. Individualized nightmares, custom tailored just for me. I can't go to sleep because they talk to me. Inside my head, mostly whispering unimaginable things about the loss, suffering, and death. And they touch me with icy, whispery fingers. Not physically, exactly. It's much worse. From the inside out, they want me to suffer long, slow demise. Not that they did. Lucky, I suppose not. But anything had to be better than the languid, torturous freefall, sleep-deprived madness by a constantly yawning, blinding fear. The visitations first started in a driving rainstorm 40,000 feet above Phoenix. As I was preparing for a final descent, I turned to acknowledge my co-pilot's approach vector and autopilot setting to descend at 1,500 feet per minute. When I observed the dual Lumentian hovering outside the starboard side cabin window, an impossibility at just under 550 knots, slowly the moon shape became more distinct, and yet it was hard to envision fully. As if it had been glimpsed over, the girl's face was mouthing words I could not hear, but instead feel. She was calling for her mother in a soul-wrenching, desperate voice that emoted to me, at once searing my soul and sending icy shards stabbing up my spine. Horribly, she reminded me of my own daughter, in custody of her mother after a long and bitter divorce. The apparition vanished without preamble and the hand shaking. I quickly rejoined the busy routine of preparing a Boeing 747-400 for landing just before the final approach. I couldn't tell my co-pilot what I had seen. What I thought I seen, I would surely be grounded. The landing in Phoenix went without further incident. In spite of the unusual rainstorm, seemingly isolated a small area around the airport. Once the wheels touched the runway, the rain seemed to vanish together. I initially dismissed the reoccurrence in the cabin as the aftermath of a bad burrito dinner. But found I was not shaken off by the overpowering feeling. I was grounded after that. However, not due to the incident over Phoenix, but because of the ongoing investigation into a near miss, event 1 month before. The supernatural sightings increased in frequency, that as did my further decline into depression, paranoia, and insomnia. It was nearly always the same, the obscure little girl just outside a window, any window, distinctly crying for her mother's comfort or perhaps begging to get in. Finally, I attempted to escape to my late father's old Victorian of Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana. In time, a very short time, she began making her appearances outside the windows at night. No matter if I shuttered them tightly, the vague, iridescent figure finally turning to face me, ripping out my heart and freezing my soul with her palpable sadness and longing. Worse still, she was slowly being joined by others. Eventually, I counted 18 distinct personalities, male and female, assorted ages. The violent hurricane had blown in from the Gulf of Mexico, fortunately downgrading to the tropical storm before it swept through New Orleans. Severe thunderstorms and lashing rains pounded the old house, and grown tirely, the restless spirits paced outside the front of my window. Imagine seeing it. I would go crazy. Shuddered against the storm, agitated, I downed the last of the scotch and swallowed hard against the burning gag reflex. I staggered toward the window where the little girl peeked in, on tiptoe, and imagined. I whispered fearfully, What do you want? I want my mommy. I want in. The mouthed words were out of sync with the playback in my head, like a badly dubbed Japanese horror film. The electricity was out because of the storm, and although it was distinctively hot, humid in shuttered house, I found myself trembling as an inexplicable ice breeze caress the back of my neck, the kiss of your mommy's not here. I croaked through the rising bile. Wow, that was scary. I almost want to look behind me actually, because yeah, that was very, very creepy there at least. So that was the Night of Terror. So there's a lot of horror books here. So I almost want to read them all, but this was very, 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 very scary. I will say that. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember to leave a like and share it. Feel free to subscribe for more. Hopefully you weren't too scared from that as well. And yeah, let me know if you want to see me read some more scary books. That was very interesting. And I will see you in the next video.